Alright there everybody, got a bit of a handheld camera thing going on here at the minute. I kind of lost my tripod, but I thought I'd do a beer review anyway. Yeah, I don't know where my tripod is, somewhere in the house. The house is a bit, I don't know, everything's just moved around at the minute in the house and I just couldn't find it. And I wanted to have a beer tonight, so anyway, we've got a handheld thing going on. It's a bit old school, but it's like the old days of the Channel Fudge channel. The old days before it got deleted. The very, very old days. Like a decade or more ago, probably. It was like this. On a much, much less quality camera as well. So you could change your quality down to like 240p and it'll just be like the old days. Obviously I was a lot thinner and younger back then as well. Anyway, I've got this because I've had it loads and it's kind of like, I feel like it's replacing Punk IPA as the kind of the sort of popular trendy beer, I suppose. You know, it's not super obscure. You see it in a lot of bars, but it's just that it's nice. It's a nice craft beer. I don't know much about Beavertown Brewery, how mass produced it is, or anything like that. But you know, it's a quality beer, and it seems to be in a lot of places. So it must be produced on some sort of quantity, some kind of scale. But it tastes like a nice craft beer. It's just, I don't know. I think it's a good beer, and I've bought a couple of cans. My main problem with it is the cans were still kind of expensive, given its huge popularity at the minute. I feel like it's kind of replacing Punk IPA. If you think how the kind of status that Punk IPA has, I guess Punk IPA for me sort of became the kind of mainstream craft beer, almost like the standard when you think of like a modern craft beer in the UK. I always think of like Punk IPA as being like the kind of entry level one, gets people into drinking beers. The kind of, like the standard good quality beer. I don't know what I've got to say. But I feel like Beavertown's Neck Oil Session IPA is kind of replacing that. I think it's a Punk IPA beta, and yeah, I've had a few and it's nice. So I'm gonna have a can, and yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera. My wife's been doing a bit of sewing here because we're we're at home. She's working from home with the coronavirus and all that, because her office is closed. So we've got a lot of stuff at home, and she's got her projects and things because we're just stuck in the house. So yeah, the kitchen table's been kind of commandeered. That's why we're in a slightly different position here. You can see she's been making some cool face masks as well with this weird material. I don't want to touch them too much because I don't want to get germs on them. Anyway, let's see. Do we know where? Doing a bit of a one-handed pour. Like I say, this is old school, so it's not going to be a good pour. That's not doing too bad actually. Yeah, I hope you like this rough and ready video recording technique. I quite enjoy it actually. It's just easier with a tripod to do things like pour beers and stuff. Yeah, nice. It's got a very citrusy hit. The first hit is very citrusy. Kind of grapefruity, kind of bitter. That's what hits you first, and then it kind of turns into this like funky orange peely sort of smooth taste as it moves through your mouth, and it's just nice. It's really refreshing. It doesn't have any off taste to it. It tastes really clean. Tastes really nice. It's got quite a cloudy colour to it, considering how sort of clean and well produced it tastes. But yeah, I just think this is a good beer. I was going to say my one problem with it is the price that the cans were. They were, I can't remember how much they were exactly, but I remember seeing them on a shelf in like, it was like Tesco's or Sainsbury's or somewhere, and thinking that's a bit steep. I mean, if they're producing them on a level where they get them on the shelves in a supermarket, and I'm seeing them on tap in every bar I go into. Well, before the lockdown, I did. It seems like maybe they could get away with selling them a bit cheaper. I don't know. I don't know anything about beer production, like the prices involved, but just compared to like other beers of this sort of standard, and yeah, the prices remind me of something that, like, you might hardly ever see. You know, like a really obscure, weird beer, rather than this beer which I see everywhere. Even though it is high quality, I felt like at the time the price seemed a bit high, but I can't actually remember how much it was. I'm sure it was like over £3, £4 for a can. But yeah, the cans are really nice as well. So the artwork is like, I don't know if it's going to focus here. Yeah, like a field of skulls, and then like a skeleton type of person. Just the skull motif in general. Like there's a hot air balloon skull. There's someone walking along there, and you can see their skeletal hands. There's, what's that? It looks almost like a wedge of cake made out of skulls, but it might just be a pile of skulls. I don't know. It's just Skull Town, really. Skull City. Drink fresh, do not age. Brewed and canned in Beavertown Brewery in London. Unfiltered, unpasteurised, natural beer, store upright. So yeah, a recommended beer. I'm sure a lot of people will have tried it by now. If you haven't, then if you see it, you probably will in a supermarket. And when the pubs finally reopen, you'll probably see it in there too. So I recommend giving it a go. Yeah, and I am like I wasn't. I just noticed how chapped my lips here are. The weather has been like changing. It's like 1 minute it's like so sunny, and then the next minute it's like freezing cold, and I feel like my skin's reacting funny to the extreme weather changes. Just sudden changes. It's crazy. Yeah, I wasn't one for going out drinking, boozing in pubs, but after months of lockdown and not being able to go out to the pub, I am like desperate to go to a pub. I don't know what it is. I wasn't really one for like I say, it's a bit too social for me, really. But I don't know. I just really miss it now. I really miss just going out, or like just being able to go out for a pint. You know, sometimes you just feel like just going down, like the pub down the road for me. It's just like, I don't know. It's just nice. It's nice to go out and buy a beer that costs 3 times the price of drinking one at home, and sit in there and just, I don't know, there's something about going out and having a drink which I really miss, and I didn't realise that I would miss it until it was gone. And yeah, I don't know, I really feel like I want to go out and have a pint, and like I can't wait. I don't know how the pub reopening is going to work. I think I heard somewhere they were thinking about just reopening pubs which had we're getting a bit of gas there. Just the pubs that had beer gardens, so you could only sit outside and drink. So I don't know. It's nice beer, that. Things are still slowly reopening now. Some of the shops are reopening, and like the non-essential shops are starting to reopen. And I haven't been out to any of them because it's just a pain in the arse. I'm not that worried about catching the virus. Like I feel like if I got it, I've been having my vitamin D, and I'm probably young enough to survive the virus if I got it. It's just, what puts me off going out to the shops and things is just, it's just queue. I've seen so many photos of like the queues queue up to go in, and then you've got to like go down the aisles in a certain direction, and it just puts me off. There's no entertainment in going out to a shop. There's no need. I'd rather just buy things on Amazon and wait for them to be delivered. It's just, I don't know. I mean, things are reopening, but what's the point? What's the point in going out and queuing for an hour outside the shop? But people are doing it just because they're desperate to get out of their houses. But for me, it's it doesn't seem like a fun thing. I realised how pale this looks on the camera. It looks like almost like a cloudy lemonade on the camera to my eyes. I don't know how it'll look when it's uploaded, but it's a lot darker in real life. It isn't like this really pale looking thing. So I don't know. Maybe it'll look different once it's uploaded, but on my viewfinder now on my phone screen, it looks really, really pale. Yeah. So I don't know. How's everyone doing? It's been a while since I uploaded. Like I said, I go through phases with this channel because it's like my personal channel. It's just like I don't feel any like obligation to upload regularly. It's kind of just because it's my own personal thing. I just upload when I feel like. So sometimes I go through periods where I upload all the time, and then I just go through periods where I'm busy and just working on other things. And I've always done that since the old days. I went through periods of uploading and not uploading. So I don't think I'll ever like go away from this channel. I'll always upload like stupid, pointless videos like this, but yeah, the regularity will vary. Your mileage will vary with this channel. But some people have stuck around since some people have been here for 10 years or more watching this shit for whatever reason. Nice beer. Nice. Just slips down easy. It's just a nice drinking beer. Very fresh tasting. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's got that. It's not. I say it's not too hoppy, like crazy hops. Like I say, with a lot of these IPAs, they went through a phase of just being crazy hops, and now recently, then the sours came and took over, and I think like this is just sort of snuck in, and it's just become like it feels like it's become a new favorite recently. And yeah, just been growing in popularity, and I can see why. It's just a decent quality beer with enough going for it to be more interesting than just like your usual pint of something a bit more. I don't want to be down on like the lagers and things, but this definitely has a lot more flavour and stuff going for it, and and not so many like challenging flavors that they would put off someone who doesn't drink this sort of thing normally. It's like a nice introductory beer, I reckon. I don't know. Oh, fuck knows what I'm saying. It's nice though. Anyway, hope everyone's doing okay. I hope you're not going mad with lockdown. So it's sort of coming to an end now. I feel light at the end of the tunnel, and I don't know. I found it fine. I'm very introverted and not very social anyway, so not made much difference to me. The major difference was that I couldn't go to my running club every week, and I really lost interest in running. And I was making videos talking about how good running and exercise was for mental health, but I feel like because I like throwing myself into a lot of creative projects, I haven't like noticed a real drop in my mental health. Because it's like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I feel okay. I feel like, I don't know, like the running thing, because I had like a group to go to each week, I was running, and then like, I could run like in between it on my own, and it felt like I was building up my time for when I was running with the group, but now I'm not running with a group every week. I just lost interest in just running in general, so I'll start up again soon. We're starting to do. I actually went for a run with the group, but it was like a socially distanced one, so it was like groups of 6, which is allowed by the government. You can now go in groups of 6, but it wasn't the same. But I don't know. Everything's going slowly back to normal, and I'm looking forward to getting back and going to a pub, running again, and all that shit. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing all right, and I might do. I'm going to do a garden update because of the lockdown. I've done some shit in the garden, so I'll show that in another video. Anyway, bye.